Dear friends, we continue to inform you about what is happening on the Ukrainian front. In the Kupiansk sector, Ukrainians destroyed enemy ammunition and damaged 2 infantry fighting vehicles using FPV drones. The Russians tried to attack head-on in the direction of Sinkivka, but failed, and are deploying additional reserves due to the failed assaults. The Ukrainians managed to stabilize the front line near the forest and made some progress, while the Russians are attacking in small groups but are unsuccessful. Bakhmut. The Russians are pressing on Ivanivska and have come very close to it, but Ukrainians are holding the line, preventing the Russians from continuing their advance. There is no progress in and around Bodanivka and Klishchiivka, Adivka direction. The Russians were driven out of the outskirts of Lastochkina village and suffered significant losses. However, they have no problems with artillery, so they will continue to attack every day to break through the Ukrainian defense line. Bradley scatters Russians at positions in the Avdiivka sector. Robotin. The last Russians who entered the village at night surrendered after firing BCs and being defeated by grenades and FPVs. Because I see that some obscure Telegram channels started writing about the fall of the village. Video of the Russian assault. Special Operations Forces soldiers using HIMARS destroyed an enemy mobile launcher with Zala and Lancet drone storage containers. Work of the crew of the unmanned aerial system of the 73rd SDF Maritime Center in the southern direction. A video of the 65th Brigade fighting with Russians on the outskirts of Robotino, Zaporizhzhia sector. Thanks to the coordinated actions of Ukrainian defenders, some of the Russians were eliminated, and the surviving group was captured. On February 18th, the Russians attacked the village from the south and captured part of a large stronghold, where 3 soldiers of the 3rd Brigade Spartan remained. Then the Nazis shot the Ukrainian soldiers, taking them prisoner. NATO will not be able to defend itself against Russia if the United States leaves the alliance, The Economist writes. More theses from the article. If Trump becomes president of the United States, the EU countries that are in NATO are very bureaucratic. They have a weak military-industrial complex, no combat experience, and a lack of military personnel. They have constant differences of opinion and compete for leadership in NATO instead of actually preparing for war. What do you think about this, friends? Write your opinion in the comments. The Poles have started a total restriction of traffic on the border with Ukraine in both directions. Even civilian cars are not allowed through. At some checkpoints, trucks have been standing for 230 hours. By the way, the grain that was poured out of the cars in a day was supposed to be delivered in transit to Germany and could not have reached the Polish market. The protesters plan to continue this circus until April. The Netherlands may stop military aid to Ukraine. Potential Prime Minister Geert Wilders has criticized Ukrainian refugees, saying that they come to the country not because of the war, but for work, free housing, and healthcare. The Netherlands should stop supporting Ukraine and keep its weapons for itself, he said. The United States should cut off military aid to Ukraine. Elon Musk believes that Ukraine should not receive any money until peace talks are held. He and his supporters have no questions for Russia. That's all the information we have for now. Dear friends, please do not forget to like this post, as it will help to spread this information.